Hello students, welcome to PNMRC e-classes. I am your science teacher. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 2, Microorganism, Friends and Foe. Students, first I will give you introduction about microorganism. What are microorganisms? Many living organisms are present in soil, water and air around us. Some of these organisms are so small that we cannot see them with naked eyes. We need a magnifying instrument called microscope to see these extremely small organisms. These extremely small organisms are known as microorganisms. Micro means extremely small. We can now say that those organisms which are too small to be seen without a microscope are called microorganisms. Please note down, this is the definition of microorganism. Some of the microorganisms are harmful to us. The microorganisms like certain bacteria and fungi make our food go bad. The microorganisms also cause diseases in humans and animals and plants. Some of the microorganisms are also useful to us. For example, the microorganisms like certain bacteria help in making food products such as curd and cheese. Microorganisms are also useful in making breads, cake, pastries, alcohol, acetic acid means vinegar, sirka, and medicines called antibiotics. Microorganisms are classified into 5 major groups. These groups are bacteria, viruses, protozoa, and some fungi and algae. Microorganisms may be unicellular, means single-celled, or multicellular, means many-celled. Please note down that the singular of bacteria is bacterium, the singular of viruses is virus, the singular of protozoa is protozoan. The singular of fungi is fungus. The singular of algae is alga. We now describe the various types of microorganisms very briefly. First type of microorganism is bacteria. Bacteria are very small single-celled microorganisms which have cell wall but do not have organized nucleus and other structures. Bacteria are found in large numbers everywhere, in air, soil, water, every surface around us, on our bodies and even inside our bodies. Bacteria are larger than viruses but still very small. Unlike viruses, bacteria feed, move, respire and as well as reproduce on their own. There are mainly 3 groups of bacteria on the basis of their shapes. First one is spherical bacteria, second one is rod-shaped bacteria and third one is spiral bacteria. The 2 common examples of bacteria are Lactobacillus bacteria and second one is Rhizobium bacteria. Students, our next topic is algae. Algae is a large group of simple plant-like organisms. They contain chlorophyll and produce food by photosynthesis, just like plants. Algae, however, differ from plants because they do not have proper roots, stems and leaves. Some of the examples of algae are Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra and blue-green algae that you can see in the figure. Our next topic is protozoa. Protozoa are group of single-celled microorganisms which are classified as animals. Protozoa are animal-like just as algae are plant-like. Protozoa are found in ponds, lakes, dirty water drains, rivers, seawater and damp soil. Some common examples of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium, entamoeba and plasmodium. Many protozoa are parasites. It means they cause diseases. Diseases like dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa. Our next topic is fungi. Fungi are a large group of organisms which do not have chlorophyll and do not photosynthesize. Some examples of fungi are yeast, mold such as bread mold, penicillium and aspergillus, and mushrooms. Some fungi look like plants but they cannot make their own food like the plants do. Most of the fungi are saprophytes which feed on dead things like remains of dead plants and animals. Some of the fungi are parasites. They feed on living things and cause diseases. Students, our next topic is viruses. Viruses are the smallest microorganism which can develop only inside the cells of the host organism, which may be animals, plant or bacterium. Viruses are much smaller than bacteria. Viruses do not show most of the characteristics of living things. For example, viruses do not respire, feed, grow, excrete or move on their own. They just reproduce. Viruses are able to reproduce if they enter a living cell. That is, virus can reproduce and multiply only inside the cell of other organism such as animal cell, plant cell or bacteria cell. Thus, as long as viruses are outside the living cell, they behave as non-living things. But as soon as the viruses enter the living cell of other organism, they start behaving as living things by carrying out the process of reproduction. Due to this reason, viruses are said to lie on the borderline of dividing the living things from non-living things. Our next topic is, where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms are found practically everywhere in all types of habitat. Microorganisms are found in soil, air and water bodies like ponds, lakes, wells, rivers and sea. Microorganisms can live and survive in almost all kind of environment like hot springs, ice cold waters, saline water means salty water, desert soil or marshy land. They also occur in dead and decomposed organic matter. Microorganisms are present inside the human body and that of other animals. The microorganisms also live as parasites on other living things including us. We can show the presence of microorganisms in soil and water by performing the following activities. Our first activity is collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker and add water to it. After the soil particles have settled down, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. Our second activity is take a few drops of water from a pond, spread this water on a clean glass slide and observe through a microscope. We will see tiny organisms moving around. This observation shows that soil and pond water contain microorganisms. Thank you, students. This was the end of today's session. We will meet again in the new session with some new topics. Thank you once again.